going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of BTR Beyond the Ropes. My name is Fernando, aka Retro Relapse. With me, as always, my tag team partner, Randy, aka Randizzle. And we're here to just talk to you about some wrestling,
Some
brother. Yeah.
wrestling. There's some wrestling going
Uh,
on. Did you
yeah,
catch
yeah,
that
yeah.
wrestling? Did you catch that wrestling?
Catch some of that wrestling over the weekend. Let's go. And you know what? Yeah, today we're back at our own spots. I'm back in my little abode, and Randy's doing it from his little uh his little man cave per se in the mansion of mansions. But yeah, we're here doing it up. We're here doing it up on a Tuesday for you guys, and you know what? If anything we talk about today, I want to talk about is Clash in Paris.
Clash in Paris.
Clash in Paris happened over the weekend. We got a Sunday PLE because of Labor Day.
Rare,
Let's
rare,
go.
rare, rare Sunday PLE, and not to mention the last PLE on Peacock. This is
The
the last
last
one.
Peacock PLE.
Last
Peacock
Peacock
PLE.
PLE.
Okay.
So everything else is going to be streaming on ESPN Plus. And get ready to get your Disney, ESPN, Hulu bundles that are going on because that's what you're going to be watching now.
Well, I don't know. I don't know because uh, I was looking at prices, and I believe ESPN Plus on its own is 11.99 a month.
Okay. Yeah.
So if you don't want to go through the hassle of having Disney Plus, Hulu, and all that other stuff, ESPN has Plus by itself on its app. Of course, you have to get on the app, and hopefully your TV will be able to host that app. If not, you have to cast it from your phone or a Google Stick
Get a
or Chrome bar
Roku stick
or
or
a Roku Nut Driver. You know, whatever kind of things that you have that Roku USB line or
okay, okay, we get
Paragon
it.
cable box.
You get the fucking black box, the hotwire. Don't let them cops see your grandma using that black box.
Exactly. You got to get that black box that's hooked up to the power lines up on the in the back. You got to get some little crackhead to go up there and kind of
You know,
put it up there for you.
a couple of years ago, I was clearing out my aunt's house and I found those fucking black boxes to fucking steal pay-per-views, and I was like,
What?
I said,
Whoa, whoa,
oh,
whoa,
I should
whoa.
turn your ass in for this bullshit.
Why? That's a relic, man. You need to show that off.
That unfortunately threw it away, but I was like, damn. I was
Oh,
like, man, I haven't. I said, this looks familiar, and then my brother goes, hey, those things we used to watch pay-per-views on, and I was like, it's a fucking box.
yes, dude. I
The
would definitely
scrambler,
make
the
I
scrambler,
would
yeah.
definitely make some kind of area for just old relics like that.
Hmm.
Especially because it probably kind of still works, but just not the way it would anymore.
Not the way it
But
would.
yeah, I
Maybe
mean
get
nobody really has
free
the.
cable now instead.
Uh, I
Maybe.
mean it's all app based now. I mean, well, no, I mean there's still some things that are done. I know who is it? Spectrum has their way of still having a cable box,
They have traditional cable still.
all electronic.
Yeah.
ATT Uverse still exists. Um, I know they pushed it out there with DirecTV. DirecTV is still a thing. Why?
Really?
Why is DirecTV still a thing?
No shit. Oh, you know
Yeah,
what? They probably market that more towards sports bars and stuff that have multiple TVs. Because I don't think they can simulcast like stuff like that with Spectrum or AT&T.
that makes sense. That makes sense. Get everybody just to get multiple little uh, boxes so they can simulcast their stuff.
Exactly.
You can
Exactly.
watch whatever sports game is on one, while another sports game's on another. We're watching Telemundo on another one in the back for the guys that are cooking.
That's right. Someone's
Makes
gonna watch
sense.
the novellas, right? Just like we're
Yeah,
watching our novellas and wrestling every week.
you damn right. You damn right. So I would ask you to push the button, but since I overheard after rewatching one of our episodes that is kind of loud, sir, I'm gonna do the effect today. But we're gonna go and visit our friends, our unofficial sponsors at the SmackDown Hotel, and see what they have on there. Don't do it.
I
You
did
did
it.
it, didn't
I
you?
did it. One last time.
Yes.
I'll fix the tones. I'll fix the tones.
Let's talk.
Which concerns me because I did watch back some of the episodes where you were here at my house,
Hmm.
and the very first one that I had when you first came, and all the buttons I pushed, were fucking loud as fuck. And I was listening
Yeah.
to it in my fucking drive to work, and I was like, "Oh, that woke me up." What?
Yeah. Yes, dude. I personally would like to sincerely apologize for anyone's ears who Randy has affected. We will not compensate for any reason, but if you do have any gripes, please feel free to let them know in the comments. I
I'll figure out how to
gotta,
level it out.
I
I don't
gotta
know how
cover my
to.
butt. Screw that.
It wasn't my fault. Blame blame Stream Deck for not teaching me how to fucking use it. El gato, el
For not giving
gato.
for not giving you written instructions.
That's right.
Is that what's going on?
That's right.
Oh Lord, have
I'm old
mercy.
school. I still read instructions. Maybe. Sometimes. Probably
So,
never.
you like it when they just put that, hey, just kind of look here or read here and see if this works. And if not, well, that's okay.
Just give me pictures. That's all I need. Like a picture book. We're good.
You're a visual learner.
I'm a visual learner.
A visual learner. Got you. Got you. Yes, more pictures are better. Well, I don't know if you can see the pictures that are on my screen, but I have pictures on my screen of what's happened this past weekend. Sunday, WWE Clash in Paris. Um, and it was nice that it was an afternoon pay per view. Those are always awesome because you
Did
got
you
the rest
catch
of
it?
the.
Did you catch it live?
I did catch it live, and you know
Nice.
what? Was fortunate enough to have a bomb ass lunch that put everybody in the house almost asleep during this pay per view, and you can tell how good this pay per view was because majority of my household was passed out on the couch while trying to stay awake watching the pay per view. That's how awesome this pay per view was, and I say it like that because this wasn't that great of a pay per view. Let's be honest. There was a couple things on here that you know that met the bar, that checked the boxes, kind of thing. But this was a bona fide SmackDown, bona fide Raw. Put on a bigger stage. Um, I mean, really, how many matches were you invested in on this pay per view? Out of
Two.
six, how many were you invested out of?
Two.
Yeah.
Two. I mean, but
What?
you know what it was. Exactly what you said. It's a glorified. It's what Crown Jewel was for Riyadh. It's what the fucking Grand Slam the AEW has. Those Fight for the Fallen. That's exactly what it is. It's technically a TV pay per view.
Yeah.
That's all it is, right? Because it was heavy. I would say, guess it was like half and half Raw and SmackDown, but nonetheless.
Okay. So before we deep dive into the matches, what were the two matches you were looking forward to seeing here?
The four
On
way for the World Heavyweight Champion, Seth, LA, Jay, and Punk.
Uh
That
huh.
one. And then just pure storyline, the Shula Fala,
Okay.
Bronson Reed, and Roman Reigns.
So you really were not invested in Rusev and Sheamus?
Mm-mm. No,
You really weren't invested in Becky Lynch and Nikki Bella?
no, no, not at all.
Don't tell me you did not want to see the Wyatt Six versus the Street Profits.
I didn't want to see that one.
Was there any love in your heart for John Cena versus Logan Paul?
I wanted to because obviously, we're watching John Cena's thing, but at the end of the day, it wasn't. I wasn't. I'm not interested in the person he was fighting.
Hmm.
Right? I'm not interested in the Logan Paul aspect of this fight. And Logan Paul put on a show. I mean, I watched it. It was put on a show, but it's just I wasn't invested because there was no real story build up. That's what it
Right.
was.
So we'll go ahead and run through this card, but we'll take our time a little bit.
Wait, before
um,
you get into that, did you see SmackDown before?
I honestly did not get a chance to watch SmackDown.
Okay, because in that episode, Sammy Uso beat Solo for the U.S. Championship, which
That's
was
right. I did
interesting.
see that. I
Okay,
did see
which
that.
was interesting. They set up this match, the four way. They kind of put more storyline. That was the focus of pretty much the whole episode was to
Hmm.
put more. It was they only and they really did only focus on two with John Cena sprinkled in there, but they put more emphasis on the Fatal Four Way because they had since they were in France, they had Raw and SmackDown kind of all over the place,
Hmm. Hmm.
and then
Hmm.
they had a big pushing on Bronson Reed and What's his name? Roman Reigns. That's like
So
what?
so my question to you now, do you think it was time for Sammy to take that belt from uh Solo, or do you think there was repercussions of what happened outside of the WWE that had to do with his family?
I didn't hear about the what happened with his family outside.
Solo's family.
What happened? Oh, with
Dad.
Rikishi. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. And honestly, I was, when when you watch enough wrestling and then you hear other like podcasts or just the fucking media and Instagram and shit like that, when you start talking about, well, it makes sense that Sam is getting this push. He's been having a good run, and they're giving him the Jey Uso treatment. They're gonna put a mid card, which is IC was for Jey. This is the U.S. title. See what he can do, and maybe he wins Royal Rumble. Push and see, hold him, let him hold a mid card, get him to fucking run Rumble, and then WrestleMania have him heavyweight championship match, just like Jey Uso. That's what it looks like, to be honest with you, because Sami Zayn has put in the work and he's always kind of fell short outside of the main storyline. So I'm sure it could be a mixture of both, right? Because at the same time, like Solo, Jay, and Jimmy, they're like, yeah, that's his shit. Like, fuck it. And Rikishi says a lot of stupid shit on his podcast that people
Hmm.
call his ass out on. So I'm sure he distanced himself in that sense, but I don't know. I think the storyline is pretty much dead with
Why push him so late,
Pushu.
Sammy?
It's not late. We're about to go into the season of Royal Rumble. This is the fall. You go into the Royal Rumble, the War
Right.
Games, the stuff like that. They're not gonna push him for the John Cena belt, so that's completely out the cable right off the back. Like that's its own storyline. I don't even know where that one's going at yet.
So
And Cody Rhodes,
why put him in contention for the world heavyweight when there's a whole bunch of others that could hold it?
he's put in his time a lot longer than everyone else who's in contention. Outside of CM Punk, who's pretty much gonna seems like that whole focus is Seth Rollins, and they're kind of emphasizing that after this pay per view and on
Mhm.
Raw. Um, who else is going for John Cena's belt or
L-
Cody Rhodes' belt?
LA Knight.
LA Knight, and you still have 4 months before the fucking Royal Rumble, so you can LA Knight can possibly win it, lose it, who knows? They're pushing a lot. Again, this is all speculation. I'm just looking ahead
Yeah.
because I'm trying to make something out of some of the crumbs that we're just getting. You know?
Yeah. No, no, no. I got you. I got you. Cool. So
Let's talk about the matches. Let's just
yeah,
go
yeah, yeah,
down
yeah.
there.
Yeah, yeah. First match of the night. Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed with Paul Heyman in tow.
The Tribal Thief. Oh, that
The
was my
tribal
name.
thief versus the tribal chief.
It was good, heavy hitting. What you expect from it? They made Bronson Reed look strong without making Roman Reigns lose, and then he got his ass beat. Like, it makes sense.
Hmm.
You know, it
Yep.
was exactly what you wanted because Roman Reigns is about to start filming for Street Fighter. He needs to be gone. So you
The
beat his
fact,
ass. You beat his ass, and then you make Bronson Reed
but
look strong.
before don't just give the card away. I mean, let's it was a good match. It did live up to some of the hype because I mean, Bronson Reed family, right? Supposedly Samoan. Oh, I own your ass, right? Ro-
They built it
Roman
pretty good.
Reigns,
They built it pretty
big
good.
dog. But it was a good heavy hitting. I mean, if you looked at the time of this match with all the shenanigans, even afterwards, was almost an hour, dude. With intros and everything, this was about 45, 50 minutes of the card. I was looking at
Really?
it because I was like, why is this going so long?
Was it that
The,
long?
the match was long. The drama afterward was even longer because the match was about 35 minutes, I think. Intros included.
With intros and okay, yeah. So like a 20
Yeah.
minute match, like a 20-minute match.
No, it
Roman's
was a little bit longer
13-minute
than that.
fucking intro.
Yeah. Yes, dude. It's like a 25 minute match with at least 15 minutes with the intros and then another 15 minutes afterwards of all the drama afterwards. It's crazy, dude. Like it took up a good 45 minutes almost. I believe almost an hour, dude.
I
Unless my
have to
little clock over there is kind of fucked up.
I have to go back because it I didn't feel like a long time, but I mean I could be wrong. I was drunk.
Mm. Ah, yeah. Good old, good old time travel. Yep. Don't know what's going on. But yeah, Bronson Reed did give it to Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns did come out on top. I mean, there was foul play that happened outside of the ring as well after everything was over. And the numbers game was going to come in and kind of destroy everything and ruin everything for Roman Reigns. But it also, like you said, is a good build up for him to take off so he can go and do his part of the filming that he needs to do for Street Fighter, the upcoming movie that they are filming for. Uh,
I mean, he took a spear and then he
he
got the
took a
fucking
spear
tsunami
from
bombs, a tsunami
a
splashes.
spear from who?
Braun Breaker.
Hey, see, you got to let the people know in case they didn't watch it because they're actually coming to us for info. Braun Breaker did interject at one point where after it was over, he got the Shula Fala and they cut the strings, and Roman Reigns was doing what Roman Reigns does best, and he's autographing his shoes and throwing them into the crowd. He's got two into it, and he was getting ready to do the next, and out of nowhere, bam, like a fucking getting hit by a drunk driver. Uh, Boom, he got hit by Braun Breaker, and they went right through the it was the
Okay.
American announce table,
Yeah,
and
that's
so
great.
Braun Breaker basically broke Roman in half, and then Brian's doing this bullshit, and then they fucking bring him back into the ring, and that's when they go and decimate him some more. And Bronson Reed hits him not once, not twice, but three times with the tsunami bomb. One time regular, and then they kind of, you know, we're getting ready to do it again, but then all the people come out from the back and they bring the stretcher. They put him on the board and they tie him up because you remember he already ate that spear. He already ate. I love it when Bronson Reed fucking does his little arms in the air. It's fucking hilarious. And hits him with that tsunami bomb, ties him up. After they tie him up on the gurney and they think they're walking out, he goes back there, he runs and he gets up there and his little arms again and bam, hits Roman Reigns again on the tied up to the board. Man, that should make me laugh hard. That shit made me laugh so hard, especially him being tied up to that board. And then they push him away. They push him away. They're going and they go in there for one more, and he gets him again while he's still messed up. So no, they built that up for him to be out for a while, and I love it when they do that. I love it when they do that because it's just pure chaos. It's
Yeah,
just pure chaos
they
that's happening.
they played it well. WWE knows what they're doing, and having these TV deals with some of their superstars gets more recognition for WWE. They know that shit, so
Yeah, but
make it make sense.
I
Make it
tell
make
you,
sense.
and I say this out loud to you because there are times that we converse about these things and you're like, no, that's not what WWE does. Whether it's someone who's going out, they don't go out on a positive. No matter what's going on, they're gonna go shoot a movie. Well, they gotta act like they're physically hurt for X amount of. Man, he's gonna be out for 6 months. Michael Cole and whoever's next to him has to sell it. Oh man, he probably has contusions and lesions and all this shit. And guess what? He's out for 4 to 6 weeks, 4 to 6 months. Oh, when they're actually just, hey, I just had a baby too, so I'm gonna go hang out with my kid and do some shit and
Take
maybe
some
take him to
maternity leave.
Disneyland.
Take a little maternity leave, whatever.
Exactly, and just like Cody Rhodes, they what did Drew McIntyre fucking Claymore kicked them through the LED board of the announce table. Oh man, he's gonna be out 4 to 6 to 8 to 10 weeks to 12 months and contusions, and he's got a concussion, and dude, he's just filming
Why
Street Fighter, and he
why did they
welcomed
make him why did they make him drop his fucking belt?
who?
Cody.
Why didn't they?
Yeah. Stick with the fucking storyline. He's hurt. You gotta drop the belt. I know why. He had a kid. He's filming a movie. Fucking make him drop the fucking belt. Make
But
him
it
drop the belt. No, 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 no.
he's
There's no.
still, but where is he at right now? Where is he filming at?
Somewhere in, I don't know, in Canada?
Australia.
Was it Australia?
So if he's filming in Australia, why would the champ not be there with the belt to do on the side promo work for upcoming Crown Jewel Perth Australia, which is next on the checklist?
Because he's hurt. There's next on the checklist in October. It's a long time from now.
It's perfect time right now for him to be out there shooting things and doing things and in between have the belt for interviews and stuff like that to sell tickets because you're going to need some time to sell tickets knowing that people aren't going to buy the ESPN Plus package.
Well, the European countries or those every country outside the U.S. doesn't have to do that. They have Netflix or I
Oh
think
yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
But you want to sell at that stadium, and Lord knows you Australia gets so far has gotten WWE once a year. They've been blessed to get it once a year. So this is their time. You definitely want to make sure your champion is there with his belt, knowing that he's filming a movie to start doing bunch of promo stuff over there. Make it worth the time. You're gonna double dip, dude.
Well, you made John Cena drop the belt because he's filming a movie. Why don't you make Cody Rhodes drop the belt for filming a movie? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like I get it. I mean, I know, you know. Well, obviously you just explained it. I'm just saying, stay consistent, right? I mean, he could.
Because he wasn't.
Cody Rhodes can still do the promo work because he's beloved by everybody right now. He's the biggest babyface in the company, so it'd be okay with him not to have the belt because in everyone's eyes he's still a champion, whether he had it or not. So I'm
Because
just
he's gonna
saying.
be the 18 time before he goes.
You think so? You think so? I don't think so, but that'd be
I
nice.
I asked my 8 ball, my magic 8 ball, and it says he's going for 18.
Never
Hmm.
seen. Last time is now 18.
Hmm. You can always dream to be 18, but will you ever get there?
You
Woo!
could say, I have to beat a dream to be 18. And since Cody Rhodes is a dream or a
Yep,
nightmare.
I got to beat the dream and be 18. Ooh.
I don't know. Hey, WWE, we just gave you a tagline for John Cena's last run.
Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. Nonetheless, Roman Reigns is out. He's gonna be doing his part, handling his business. Cody Rhodes is a new daddy, and he's hanging out with his baby and filming his movie, doing what he's got to do. And that takes us to the next match on the card, which is the WWE Tag Team Championship, the SmackDown Tag Team Champion belts. The Wyatt Six, Joe Gacy and Dexter Loomis versus the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford.
What do you think about this match?
It was a for being a tag team match. It was a good match. I liked it. I still tend to pay attention to the SmackDown tag team matches just because I'm curious to see who's doing what because I really want to see some more Motor City Machine Guns, but they haven't really showcased them as much. They've been doing it on on SmackDown per se, but they haven't really gone for the belt yet because it's always a flip of a coin of which team they want to push forward first. So because the Wyatts are holding on to the belts, they're basically just putting everybody, no matter face or heel, against the Wyatts. But they went with Street Profits first. But what was crazy was seeing the animosity, and I guess this had to be some of the buildup from SmackDown, where who was it? It was Uncle Howdy, Bo Dallas. Excuse me. Pretty much is speaking into the ears of both Angelo and Montez, and just trying to break them up in a sense, because it showed at the beginning of the match because they were both fighting for, they were jockeying for position, as they like to say with the announcers, to see who was going to be the first one in, and their hard tags they were giving to each other. Yeah, they're a cohesive tag team. They're basically brothers, and they've been doing it for X amount of years now, especially with NXT behind them and all that good stuff. But seeing that they were trying to use that storyline of the Wyatts trying to break them up, because I mean Montez has been pretty vocal about him wanting to go on a solo run. People do know that. It's not a secret. But just kind of seeing how they're trying to work that, and I think it's a slow burn kind of work. It didn't happen, but they didn't win either. So maybe it's looking like it's gonna start diffusing maybe in the next couple of weeks. So we do see the Street Profits disperse.
I feel like if they do break up, they will end up exactly like the Acclaim. It'll be pointless. They ended up nowhere.
Mm, I
They'll
think
have mediocrity success, but nothing worth leaving a successful tag team. They were technically running the division for a hot
I
second.
I agree, except I believe that Montez will get a bigger push for singles gold as far as it being mid card belt, but I think Angelo Dawkins will get lost in the fray because he's a strong competitor, but he needs somebody. He needs somebody. He needs to be in a faction, in a team, in a group, not solo. He doesn't have it to be. I believe he doesn't have it to be solo. Maybe I could be wrong, and they push Angelo instead of Montez. But Montez has really been the one that he wanted to go forth first, and
And he's
um,
Bianca Belair's husband, and she's fucking
he's got
Rock
some backing.
Johnson. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. I mean, and you can see his success when Angelo Dawkins was hurt, and he was
Hmm.
running solo for a little bit. So you know he can do it. I just feel like their run. whether together or separate, at some point ends up being the Acclaim run where were hot for fuck's sake, and then for whatever reason they broke up and they were still hot, and then they kind of just they had
Fizzled.
their mild success doing their own thing,
Hmm.
but it's not what they had with the Acclaim. So, but I get it. You know, sometimes you gotta break up some teams to fucking see who can float and who sinks and
Are
go
you
from there.
telling me you're talking about the best the best wrestler alive?
Max Caster, nice. Is that a hard sleeve?
Yes. Oh, the plastic.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. I'm talking about the best wrestler alive.
yeah. Did he put that?
Yeah, he did.
He doesn't write his name anymore, right?
Yeah. No, he just put best wrestler alive and little trademark TM. Hmm.
Did he still carry? He had his plaque with him when he got it signed.
Yeah, yeah, he had it. When he took the picture, he had it with him. He
Nice,
did the
nice.
whole like with the picture with it. So yeah, that's what you get when you become the best wrestler alive.
Yeah,
You just you're just there.
you're just there. You might
Yep.
have the fucking moniker, but that's as far as that goes, unfortunately. And that's what I feel like
Hmm.
was what happened with them. But I mean, it wouldn't be a bad thing. And you're right. I mean, I'm sure that Montez Ford can hold mid card singles belt no problem. But will it be successful run? That's tough.
Yeah. So the Wyatt Six did take it. They're still the champs. A little bit of cohesion with the rest of the Wyatts. They were all you know,
Conversion.
yeah, they were just sticking their nose in everything as usual, but uh nonetheless they still came out on top. They still hold the belts. Man, I really like, and I'm glad he's got singles. I'm glad he has some kind of gold, that he came back and is doing something. Dexter Loomis, dude. Dexter Loomis is he's a hell of a wrestler, especially when I used to see him in TNA when he would do his stuff in TNA, and I think he just took his, his work. He just like really got engulfed in being a better wrestler. You know.
I'm I was invested in the Wyatt Six. I'm not anymore. I think I think if they had kind of broken away from the Bray Wyatt stuff, they could have been a unique team. But because
Hmm.
they lean into it so much and they rely on that so much, and unfortunately there's no real payoff because Bray Wyatt's dead, and it's just Bo Dallas. It has its charm because of Bray Wyatt and his association with it, but him. But I think they'd be better off doing their own thing, similar style, but just a little bit different, you know. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that team kind of continues. They add someone. They add Alexa Bliss finally, or they add Karrion Cross. Who knows? You just never know, right? It's
Yeah,
wrestling.
it's gonna be something depending on who they decide to break away from or even add another, because I know they talked about adding another member into
Hmm.
the group, or at least it's been put out there that they want to, or it has been, I don't know, in interviews that maybe they're talking about doing another.
As I don't like that they're face. Like they need to be heels. They need to be fucking running ram shot around the whole team, the whole fucking division. But they're just not doing it.
Or maybe that happens when they decide to add the next member. Maybe that member
That's what
tries
I'm
to
saying.
break them
Like
up,
that's
pulls a
someone
Judgment
crazy.
Day esque kind of thing.
Yeah, someone crazy.
Hmm.
Karrion Cross, Drew McIntyre, just fucking like let's fucking run that. Let's
Bring
run
Cross
roughshod.
back. Bring
Bring Cross
Cross
back.
back.
Bring Cross back.
Nah. I think he needs to prosper outside of WWE. I remember every time they give him a faction, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't go anywhere. I was a fan of the fact that he had AOP with him, Paul Ellering. I was so about it, and nothing happened.
I never liked it. I thought AOP always sucked. So, and I don't like Paul Ellering. So, I didn't think that was gonna go anywhere from the get. That was my take. I thought bringing him back with some heavies was great. It could have been anyone outside AOP, but AOP was just like a shot in the dark. It worked in NXT. It never worked in the main roster ever. So, I don't know.
I mean, what do you do
Regardless,
with two big dudes that can go though? You know?
yeah. I mean, I get it, and it's just the I think the mouthpiece was Paul Aaron, he was great with LOD. It just didn't work in this generation. He needed
Yep.
someone. They needed someone like Paul Heyman who can talk for them, and they just fucking run roughshod on everybody. That didn't
Hmm.
work. So
I don't see Karrion Cross carrying the Wyatts.
I don't see. I mean, I'm just again just wild throw out. And it could be
Yeah.
anybody at this point. We'll see.
Nah. If anything, it needs to dissipate on its own, or they all eat each other alive.
I don't think it'll dissipate. That's the thing. I don't think that's going to happen. I just think they just need to divert from
No, it
being
won't. Everyone,
faces.
there's so many people that are so about them.
Yeah.
That's the problem
What
because
I'm
they're
saying is
honoring they're honoring Bray Wyatt.
they
They're
just
doing
not to
all the
be
shit,
face. They just don't need to be good guys. They need to be bad guys. And
but they're
they have hints of being
it's
bad guys.
they yes, but everyone's gonna do. All the fucking casuals are gonna do the usual shit that they do to fucking cheer a heel on to being a face, and they stay face, so it's not gonna change.
Dom Mysterio's still a heel, and
He
everyone's been cheering
is
him.
he's a heel that gets over though, and I mean it kind of works, but it doesn't. We're talking about a whole fucking group.
Oh, I know, I know.
So I was like, I don't see it. Well, next match on the card, WWE's Women's Intercontinental Championship on the line. Becky Lynch, the champ, versus Nikki Bella. Did you watch it?
I saw the botches,
Ah,
all of
yep,
them. I saw all
yeah.
of them, and I mean,
Did you see Nikki Bella kick John Cena in the face?
you know, I was waiting for that joke to fucking come up, right?
It came up on a lot of my social feed. Son of a bitch. I was like, hey, she was really mad at John that night. She fucking kicked him hard. It's like, what? What are
Smart.
you talking about?
Make light of an off cue, right? An
Yeah.
off cue. And who was it on? I mean, could have been Becky, could have been Nikki Bella. It doesn't really at this point it doesn't matter. It happened. It's a fucking highlight social media clip. Tough shit, right? And
Mm-hmm.
she was already not getting over because
Yep.
she's not great on the stick, and she's been getting roasted by everybody,
Mm-hmm.
which is bad. So I didn't care for this match. I didn't care whether Becky won or lost because whoever has that has to be losing it soon. But now I don't know. So
Well, I guess on to the next match because I mean my 2 cents go with you on this one. I mean I'm glad Becky's still the champ, but I'm also not glad that Becky's still the champ. But am I glad that Nikki Bella's not the champ? Yes, because if Nikki Bella was the champ, it still wouldn't matter.
yeah, that would actually bring down the prestige of that belt right now.
Yes, I mean yes, it's the IC belt. You want to keep it with some prestige because it's still new, but it's yeah no. If you're gonna bring back the Divas title, that's for that. How about that? Next on the card, good old fashioned Donnybrook match: Rusev versus Sheamus.
You know, I know I said I was not as interested in this match, but it was just a good match. I mean, it's a basic, hard hitting Rusev Sheamus match. That's exactly what it was.
Number how many?
It wasn't anything special.
Number 8.
Yeah, it was just a show for France with two guys beating the fuck out of each other. Exactly what it was. And they
Mm-hmm.
did. They used tables. They used fucking everything. They beat the fuck out of each other. Again, at this point, because they're not fighting for anything other than fucking bragging rights, it didn't matter who won. There wasn't like, hey, if you win this, you get number one contendership for a belt. It wasn't anything that. So it's just, okay, cool. The two guys have some animosity. They're gonna fight each other. Cool. I know Sheamus hits hard. I know fucking Rusev hits hard. They get to go fucking full force. Awesome. That's as
Yeah,
far as it went. That's what it was for me. It wasn't anything
just
special.
it was a car crash, a smoke break, and a nap for me.
There you go.
Next match on the card, we're almost to the end of the card. John Cena versus Logan Paul.
The Never Seen 17.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Actually, good match. Great.
It was a good match.
I would even teeter to say great match for Logan. John Cena fucking guided him and continued to help push him to the fucking moon because obviously he's the young talent coming in and he has a lot of potential and Logan Paul fucking held his own.
It's like he gave him the rub without giving him the rub, if that makes any sense.
Exactly. And John Cena gets to make an appearance overseas. That's it. That's the whole point, right? That's the whole point.
Mm-hmm.
Him to be overseas, make some money, sell some merch,
Yep.
and give the fans one last hurrah before he's gone. This is it.
Yeah.
So I think it was good for what it was. I was totally expecting Brock Lesnar to come out and attack him.
I was too.
That didn't happen.
Still nothing.
So I'm assuming, and again, this is an assumption, to kick off the new ESPN partnership, WrestlePalooza. That's when it happens. Whether they fight or he attacks John Cena when he's fighting someone else, that's where I'm gonna put my money on right now.
Okay. Um,
Any thoughts on that match?
Give it to the fact that if you watched some of the stuff that was going on, Jelly Roll was in attendance as well as Post Malone, and they were just enjoying the shit out of that match. They really were. They were getting off to it. And see, that's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure Post Malone has liked wrestling before. I'm not going to call him out saying he's a casual, but you just never see him in anything, and he hasn't been involved. And then here he is, front row by the announcers on the back side of the Prime thing. Who did he come with? I think he came with Jelly Roll, and they're there just having a ball and a great old time. I don't know if Jelly Roll was invited, or if he actually said, hey, "You're in Paris, I'm gonna be out there touring," because I think they're still touring together.
Yeah,
But if I'm not mistaken, they were just here not that long ago in San Antonio, both of them touring. I think they're on the
nice.
same tour right now. So um,
Well,
the
I
the
know
fact that they
from
were
old
there, and
stuff. Yeah, I know old
the fa-
stuff that Undertaker was actually at Post Malone's show years ago, and he chokeslammed him on
hmm
during his tour, like as a just as an homage to whatever song they were singing, because Ozzy was there for that song that Post Malone and Ozzy did, and Undertaker chokeslammed him. But that was years ago, so obviously he's somewhat of a fan.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I mean, you got to have the star-studded power. They got him there, and now you're gonna have a whole bunch more people watching because, hey man, Post Malone likes it. I want to see it.
Absolutely.
Jelly Roll's still involved. Let's see what's going on. So, they're gonna be involved sooner or later
Yeah,
in something.
you got Logan Paul, who is one of the biggest YouTube stars, really, and still is. And then you got like famous actual performers who are there. Like the whole point is to get as many casual eyes on the product, because casual eyes will spend money to get ahead and be like, "Oh, I'm part of it. I'm not a fucking cat. I'm not a fucking poser. No, fuck yeah, hell yeah, man, John Cena, yeah, hell yeah, man, John Cena, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns. I mean, look at fucking Ice Cube, son. He's always like, my tribal chief, Roman Reigns. He's all up in the sack. That's what it is, man. That's what it's always gonna be. Get your money. They need your money somehow. They need your money somehow.
When you're making a fad or a trend out of something that people live for, dude, it's just sad, dude. Sad.
That's everything, man. Unfortunately, yeah, it is sad, but it is that's the way the world works. Money makes the world go around. That's why you work. That's why I work, right? If I didn't have to
Yeah,
work, I'd be fine.
yeah. No, no shit, no shit. If I had that kind of money and just fucking off the whole time, yeah, I like wrestling. Go check it out.
Exactly.
I just, man, this shit blows my mind, dude. I'm like, why, why do that to us? Why? That's for another time, dude. That's a tangent for another time. Oh, I want to, but no, that's a tangent for another time. Last but not least, four-way match, World Heavyweight Championship, Fatal Four-Way. Seth Rollins, the champ, versus CM Punk versus Jey Uso versus LA Knight. And this match brought the drama.
I thought for a hot second it looked like LA Knight was gonna win it, and
Yep.
I was,
Yeah.
and the crowd was fucking pumped. They were pumped. They were behind him.
Yep.
Like it, he was whooping Jey Uso's ass. He was whooping Seth Rollins' ass. He was whooping fucking CM Punk's ass. Like he got his licks in right off the back. I mean, shit.
Keep
Started
on.
off CM Punk fucking kicks Jey Uso right in the fucking face, right off the back just to start it off. Throws everyone off. And I thought they were gonna go after Seth Rollins initially, but no, they went directly after Jey Uso, get him out of the ring, and then you have LA Knight, Rollins, and Punk going at it in the ring after they kick out Jey Uso. So like it started off hot, and everyone got their
hmm
licks. Everyone looked strong, but I for a hot minute, a couple of minutes actually, I seriously thought LA Knight was going to take it. He had taken everyone out.
Yep.
This is his opportunity, and then there it is. It's just like the snap of that fucking can. It was gone. Boom. And here we are, back to the main people, the main rivalry, what you're building up for CM Punk, Seth Rollins.
Building up for what?
Who knows, right? I mean, you can speculate all day because at the end of the match, when you think CM Punk's finally get his redemption and get his title back that he lost because Seth Rollins cashed in, there's a surprise attack. Even there's no DQ, they're covered up for whatever reason, and you're like, well, I understand that Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed got kicked out of the building earlier from attacking fucking Roman Reigns. Who's
But
gonna
when they
have Seth Rollins
interviewed
back?
Rollins at one point, he said, "You can say all you want about my guys being gone. I'm still 2 steps ahead."
He's got Paul Heyman. Fuck yeah, he's playing chess, not checkers.
Yep. Paul Heyman's hurt. He's not there. Um, you've got both his henchmen out. They're gone, but he's still 2 steps ahead. And yes, you get close to the end, and you're thinking, you know what? Punk's about to take this. He hit him with the go to sleep. He hit him with the GTS. He hit the ropes, and he fell right back on top. Punk gets up. He's got him on his shoulders. He's counting him on the ring. Go to sleep, and then out of nowhere, you just see a covered arm go pop right on the nutsack of CM Punk.
You know who I thought it was? No bullshit. Do you
Who?
remember a little group when Seth Rollins had the Monday Night Messiah, who was also part of that group? There was two people part of that group. Do you remember who?
Mm-mm.
Buddy Murphy, who is
Oh.
now Buddy Matthews in AEW, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Austin Theory. Austin Theory is a young up and comer who
Oh.
needs somebody. He's been in this shit tag team with that Australian dude,
Grayson Waller.
Grayson Waller, and I shit you not, I thought he's gonna come in and he's gonna help Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins like, I told you I'm fucking two whatever 3 steps ahead, but it ends up being someone else. And who is that someone else?
Becky Eppin Lynch. The man came out to help her baby daddy, her husband, retain the World Heavyweight Championship by low blowing CM Punk in the middle of the ring. And then they celebrate saying that they run this shit.
And they reiterated on Monday, last night. They
Mm.
reiterated, and she has War of the Words with CM Punk, and they build up to possibly something happening. What do you think that something might be? What do you think is the build up after yesterday?
Everyone is speculating, with everybody saying it. Hey, Jay Lee coming back to wrestling to
Which is interesting though because they're in Chicago Friday night. Isn't CM Punk and Seth Rollins Monday night? So this is the as crazy as it sounds. This is CM Punk's amazing karma. Anytime something good happens to CM Punk or something incredible happens for him, it happens in Chicago. He made his debut after 10 years gone or 12 years gone for AEW in Chicago. He got hurt. He made his return and All Out in Chicago and won the belt. He lost the belt a couple of next year later. He wins the belt again in AEW or in Chicago. He makes his Survivor Series return to WWE. Where? In fucking Chicago. So, so they're going to Chicago Friday night, which is a SmackDown, which CM Punk is not part of that team, but it's in Chicago. And like you said, they're building it up for a possible AJ Lee return, right? Because Seth Rollins said, "I hate you and I hate your family." Becky
mm-hmm,
Lynch gets involved, which is Seth Rollins' wife, and
mm-hmm,
says, "You ain't shit. Me and my hot husband, blah 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 blah. You do what you need to do, but you ain't shit." And then during their talk, when her and CM Punk are talking, what are they chanting in the background? In France.
AJ
And,
Lee.
so it's own it. Do you think she's coming back, or do you think it's someone else? It's a swerve. Do you think? What do you think?
It's hard to say
She's been
because
gone for 12 years.
AJ said she was done, but like everyone always says, never say never. She may be in ring shape and we just don't know it. I do know, or I can say, or I have seen, like everyone else online, she was a part of Heels, which was a show that CM Punk was a part of, and she did train. with CM Punk and others to get back in the ring again because she did have some parts where it was a wrestling drama show. She was wrestling in that show, and
Didn't she come on
so
Glow too?
she was a writer. I think. I don't think she actually
I
starred in it.
I know CM Punk and Chavo were training those girls in Glow on
Hmm.
that show, but I thought she was one of the not the characters, but like just like how Queen of the Ring was, where Tony Storm was there just as a fighter, not as a main character. So
Maybe she was a producer. I'm not 100% on Glow. I do know that she was in a couple of episodes because I saw it of Heels. So
gotcha.
she was on screen wrestling, and they did
She
show
looks
her
ripped as fuck.
practicing and getting back in the ring. So it is possible. It is possible that we could be seeing it, but it could also be a swerve too that he gets help from somebody else.
Rhea
As
Ripley,
far as
maybe.
who, it could be it
Yeah,
could be anyone else. It could be Rhea Ripley, but does it make sense? Maybe because Rhea has, excuse me, eyes on the world championship.
they've been also showing them in the back, always talking to each other a lot
Hmm.
recently. So that again, that could be the swerve. That could be the
Hmm.
big swerve. Like, hey, Rhea Ripley has been out of the title picture. Technically, she's lost her chance a couple of times. Maybe she holds a mid card belt, brings prestige to that belt,
Okay.
right? And then
So, but then there's other people also that could be in contention. You have Bailey, who is a known friend of both AJ and CM Punk, that could be a part of what's going on. I know they're transitioning her into a different person with her doing vignettes or slow vignettes where she's talking to herself in the third person kind of thing where she's got like, you know, voices.
you saw how they correlated it to fucking the faces of Foley, the faces of
Mhm.
Bailey. They put the mask and the fucking tie dye on her, and then and the fucking Cactus Jack shit on her. I'm like, yeah, hey, why not?
So
Try it. Throw shit in the wall, figure it out.
why not bring something back like that,
You
you
think
know?
it's if they do bring her back, you think it's like a one show, two show deal, and that's it, or is it like a
For if they do bring AJ back, it's temporary. It's not. It's for this storyline and however long the storyline goes. But it's one or two off. It's not going to be next 5 year contract and shit. No, because CM Punk's also limited time too. So if he's playing his chess game, he brings her in for a few matches. You know, for a few things, she gets in Becky Lynch's space. They get each other's space, slap off, all that kind of stuff. Leads up to a match, and then it's done. And then Rollins and Punk can still keep going.
and he gets a fight with his wife before he retires.
Exactly. That's another one he can check off the list on his boxes of things he needs to do before he goes.
So I mean,
Get to tag with his wife because it's been a long time since that's happened. I was when Daniel Bryan was there
yeah,
when they were in the whole
love
competing for
triangle.
her.
Yeah.
Yep, the love triangle. Yep.
Well, again, that's the best part of wrestling is you just never know what can happen, and we could just be waiting. They could just fucking be a big ass swear for all the fucking marks out there saying, "Oh, it's AJ Lee," and they're like, "It's not AJ Lee, you fucking idiot. She doesn't want to wrestle anymore. We're gonna respect her
Who?
wishes." AJ Lee.
Oh, AJ Lee. Yeah,
Yeah.
it might not be her. It could be someone out of the blue, dude. They'll put him with Nikki Bella, which is even more stupid. Just because she lost to Becky. He'll be like, "Well, I have someone here who wants vengeance for what happened on Sunday," and he puts it with her. I mean, or maybe you just put him with somebody out of random, or maybe he brings Lyra Valkyria back, and that's his partner.
You're
We
right. Like it just could be anything.
we could get a really hope for the worst, but set yourself up. Hope for the best.
Prepare for
Expect
the
the
worst.
worst.
Yeah. Prepare for the
Expect
worst.
the
Yeah.
worst. Yep. Fucking look up, but keep the bar low. And I honestly think, as the way lately that WWE has been, they won't give us AJ Lee. I think they'll end up giving us Lyra or somebody stupid.
That's why I think it's not AJ Lee because that's a WrestleMania moment. That's not a
Mm.
fucking that's not a in between. Again, you got WrestlePalooza.
Now, I'm about
You
to
got
say, I was like,
WrestlePalooza.
that could be a WrestlePalooza moment if
Yeah.
you think about it, because WrestlePalooza is supposed to be the kickoff for ESPN. It's supposed to be the kickoff for the new genre, like the Netflix era. Now we got the ESPN era with all the PLEs. So why wouldn't you spend? the money to invest. Oh shit, she's here.
Yeah, it
Or
could be a return for her, for Brock Lesnar, or who else, you know.
or playing devil's advocate on this one, CM Punk and random person. CM Punk plus random person lose to Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch. Out comes AJ Lee and sets it up for October pay per view. So that way it ensures that you get you if you're watching it at your friend's house, now you're gonna want to buy the network and watch it there. You see, and that's why I'm like, wait a minute. All the time that used to fucking happen where you're thinking, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna buy this one and that's it, whatever. Well, cool. They already know a lot of people are gonna fucking go look for it for free. Or go, I don't know. I don't know if they're on the fence of spending the fucking money, but they give you the bullshit match. It's CM Punk and Lyra versus Becky and Seth Rollins, and CM Punk and Lyra get the shit beat out of them. And before Becky Lynch is about to do something fucking drastic like use Triple H's fucking sledgehammer and fucking Punk's face. Out comes AJ Lee for the save. Then they build up. Then it makes it worth buying ESPN Plus for October. I hope to
You built the fucking the pay-per-view in fucking Australia.
I hope to Macho Man I'm wrong, but fuck, dude.
No, no, and you know what? And that's how I would bring it in. Is if I had pen to paper, I would go the route of him. He comes out. He goes, "I have someone who has something to say to you." It's not Lyra or Bailey. It's actually Rhea because they've been having a little conversations back. Rhea comes out. She goes, "You know what? I've been wanting to whoop your ass since whatever they fought. They fought before, so I want to
Mm-hmm.
whoop your ass. But you know what? I'll wait until after she whoops your ass, and then her music hits, and then she just shows up. No interaction, no touching, just her come out, and now you have because when AJ Lee leaves, because she's more than likely going to be in a limited contract, Rhea Ripley can still be there to fucking take that belt off.
Yeah, for
You kind
sure.
of have someone who's still in the mix of that belt contention. So.
Yeah, I still think that no matter what it is, it's going to end up being a build up to where it's not going to happen at this one. It may
Oh
happen
no,
at the next.
absolutely not. You're right, and I lean more towards that because that makes sense, right? Just like you said, people are still on the fence about this whole fucking
How do
ESPN
you get
thing.
in tweeners off the fence to buy the shit? How do you get them to fucking, well, fuck, I don't know if I want it, and that screams Triple H long term storytelling. That you know what, whoever Punk has with them, they lose, and they
And you know
lose
what?
bad.
And you know who the people who are on the fence? People who've been watching wrestling forever. So AJ Lee makes a lot more sense than someone new, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
the casual's gonna pay whatever. Or they probably already have ESPN and just never watched it because they have
Mm-hmm.
Disney Plus, and now they have it. Oh fucking WWE! Oh, I fucking love WWE. Just like the people who watch Netflix. They're like, oh, I never watch wrestling, but it's on Netflix. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, huh.
So
Let me see what this is all about.
yeah,
What are they talking about here?
the people who are on the fence about buying ESPN are people who have been lifelong wrestling fans and are like, I'm fucking tired of spending money to fucking watch WWE. And then you turn around and you fucking spend the money to watch WWE.
Case in point. Case in point. If we did not crack the code and figured it out here, I'm gonna be fucking. I'll be astonished if we did, dude.
I
And
think we
I'm
did.
gonna be
I
straight
think we
up. I'm
did.
gonna be astonished if we did.
I think we did. I think that's a pretty logical way and after watching Triple H wrestling and Vince McMahon wrestling, you can put the good and the bad of both and it's all about making money. And
It is.
that sounds like money to me.
Yeah, it does.
One way or another. Even for a two match thing or two appearance thing, it's fine. It's
Mm-hmm.
just CM Punk gets to fight with his wife. She gets to fucking get a big ass pop and she
Mm-hmm.
goes her own way. She goes back to doing her thing, whatever she's doing.
Oh yeah.
And she's ripped as fuck. I saw a picture of her, and she's still in shape.
She's still working out. She's fucking. She's even more ripped than what she was when she was in WWE previously.
Yeah, you still can put some bulk on, but she's fucking muscled
She's
up.
muscles, dude. She's muscles. Not a nice little six pack and everything, dude. You know she can still go.
And I'm sure CM Punk's like,
So
dude, I'll fucking ease you into it so you get ready for it.
I'm
Don't
pretty sure
worry.
they've been easing into it. I'm pretty sure she has been. Just they just don't say nothing. We don't know because you don't know when you're gonna get that call. You don't know when they're gonna want to pull that trigger, and I think they're getting ready to. And they should give it to the fans. Give it to if you're gonna bring back nostalgia stuff. She's as nostalgia as it gets. You know.
Yeah, the person who just like CM Punk, you never thought she'd come back to wrestling, let alone WWE, and here she
Hmm.
is.
He came back. He started off AEW.
Or is that a Survivor Series moment? Just like when he
It
made his debut.
it could be, it could be that's why we don't know how long it's going to take for them to pull the trigger, or where they're going to fit their story into that. Because I can tell you right now, it wasn't on their fucking bingo card for 2025 to bring AJ Lee back. It was
Absolutely not.
not on the bingo card. I think this happened organically. This started just like popping up organically, that they wanted to do this, that they were toying with this
He,
idea,
I
and
think
just
I think once they saw the reaction on when Seth Rollins cashed in and Becky's like, "Oh, were my posts misleading?" and his wife is in on it, they're like, what if AJ Lee fucking comes back? Or when fucking didn't AJ leave or someone say, "Hey, watch your man" during that fucking elimination chamber? Hey, watch your man. And then I think Becky Lynch posted, "Hey AJ, watch your man," because fucking Roxanne Perez was wearing the same gear as fucking CM Punk.
mm-hmm.
So it could have been like, you get little sprinkles, little fucking magic dust sprinkled in there. See what's gonna happen. So
But see, it would be cool if she did show up and hang out with some of those people or whatever like that. Because yeah, they say that, oh, CM Punk is in the back being a fucking chick magnet and trying to fucking diddle all the young girls and stuff, but they don't they a lot of them are friends, dude. Like outside of their work buddies.
they're friends of the wife, and he just so happens to still be working with them. That's all.
Yeah, and he hangs out with them because it's safer for him than being around the boys who are still trying to get him to fucking drink and drug. You know, at least if he's being, I mean, he's got a sister too, so I'm pretty sure he respects his wife and respects women. I mean, we haven't seen him on any of the.
You
uh
never heard about CM Punk disrespecting women in
you've
general.
never heard about CM Punk being arrested for disrespecting women. I mean, we know Stone Cold has a rap sheet. I'm sorry to bring that up, but hey, that's public information. Like, hey, he beat up Deborah, Victoria. So yeah, you don't hear that about Punk. You don't. I mean, it's so he's just there. He's hanging out with them, and they've also put it on socials that what is it? That both Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez look up to AJ Lee like a mom. So like that's their wrestling mom. She's been around with them, where they would always talk to her for advice and stuff like that because they met Punk, they want to meet AJ Lee, and then she basically friend adopted them kind of thing. So
Exactly.
you know we don't know a lot of the shit that goes on backstage. I was okay. Here's something random. It's going around on the socials right now. Rhea Ripley and LA Knight, they have like a special handshake, and they did it in the ring after Raw was over in France yesterday, and they do like a silly handshake. They even grab each other's ankles and they're jumping around like in a circle in the ring, like a brother and sister kind of thing. It's like we don't know these. I mean, you wouldn't expect LA Knight to do something that seems out of character for LA Knight, but
Or Rhea Ripley at that.
yeah, but I mean, these people are around each other all the time. They're silly, Like I mean, you got to have a good time where you work, or at least try to, for some people.
Hell yeah, like it's
So
just you enjoy your work, you enjoy your coworkers, and if you watch any wrestling and you always heard those stories on those old docs where the locker room was fucking toxic, now it's not like that.
mm-mm.
It's not about competition. It is, but it's helping each other get over because at the end of the day, if you get over, I make more money too. It's a win-win.
The difference between back then and now is the social media.
Yeah, everything's
There's
broadcast to everybody.
there's cameras everywhere. People broadcast their shit everywhere. People vainly talk about themselves. I mean, we do it. We're here. Here we are, right? Whatever. But um, they don't do it to the. Think about the effects back in the 80s and 90s when they didn't have what we have right now. Well, let's party. Let's get fucked up. Let's go bang random chicks.
They have to
No,
worry
it's
about
not
people
really like
filming
that.
them. They have to worry about filming them and all that other bullshit.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Let's find somebody to get us some drugs and let's bang some random chicks. It's not like that anymore. Times changed. Now everyone just actually like just films himself being silly because
Plays
that's
video
the
games
in
and
thing to
shit.
do. Yeah, let's go do dance videos, on our free time in the back areas and stuff because it's fun.
Or play video games in the fucking up, up, down, down.
Oh yeah, for sure. Left, right, left, right. That's right. That was a team. Left, right, left, right.
Is that the
That
team
play
you're? I still
that
like left, right, left, right.
that fucking pink and black belt was a shit, dude. I like that belt.
Claudio, Prince Pretty, and fucking Adam or
Right, right.
Chugs.
Chugs. Mm-hmm.
Well, good episode.
Good episode.
Good episode.
Good. Good. I mean, lackluster pay per view. Good BTR episode.
Good TV pay-per-view, good overseas pay-per-view. That's exactly what it was, right?
And you know
It
what?
this is the
We
version of what do we say, the Riyadh one, the fucking Crown Jewel. It was just a makeshift pay-per-view.
but we cannot dismiss the fact that France was on fucking fire. Those
Hmm.
soccer hooligans were on fucking fire. The crowd was on fire. It was a great showing, and it kind of it makes the United States look like shit, dude. Every time they go overseas, because it shows how entitled and spoiled we are as fans, that we can't give back to those, because we want to beg for that autograph. We want to beg, find them at their hotel rooms and bug them while they're trying to be humans and shit, or while they're trying to fucking get an Uber from one place to the next. But those people overseas, man, they fucking show them so much love. And why can't why don't we do that here? Why aren't we in harmony, in unison, chanting and singing for these people that we because we get to see them all the time.
At
We're
the same
spoiled.
time, yeah, we're spoiled. And hey, I mean, I don't want to glaze over this, but you saw
I say
the
that fucking AJ Styles, baby. When last night on Raw,
yeah, that was
they
about to bring up.
duplicated.
That's what to bring
They
that one up.
duplicated what they did last year, where the whole place was in unison singing that he's phenomenal, and the fucking cameras are shaking because they're just.
I was upset that he lost, but Dom Mysterio holds the belt. Gran Americano interjects himself. That's what I was, exactly what I was bringing up. I was like, I don't want to forget about. I don't want to glaze over this one match, and it's Dom Mysterio defending his championship. And I seriously thought they're going to give France that at least, even if he held it for a day or two and lost it again next week. Like,
Hmm.
I'm surprised they didn't give it to them. But
Yeah,
that's more. That's more to come because that's a build up in its own. That's its own build up going on.
yeah. I mean, I think AJ will eventually end up taking that Intercontinental. That's kind of sad. I'd rather see him with the heavyweight championship,
Agreed.
or bigger championship. But I mean, with everything else that's going on, you want to make sure that there's something for him with the Sun Belt that he can hold on to for a little bit.
I was upset that, and I don't know if you saw this, but John Cena's like, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to have interactions with everyone that I've had a past with, and one of the people that I do regret not being able to see or be able to have a fight with is AJ Styles. He gave him a shot and said, "Man, we're not going to be able to touch. I only got X amount of appearances left. I don't think we're going to be able to work him into a match." He has his own program with Dom Mysterio, so we'll see what happens. So that sucks, but hey, at least he gives him a shout out and kind of gives him some praise. See what happens from there.
For sure. And I'm curious to see how that's gonna cultivate if they actually do try to do something with him. Because who knows? Maybe they will. Who knows? I mean, he's saying it right now. No, nothing's gonna happen. No, it's not gonna be that way. But you never know. You never may there's got to be something at some point. Even if it's just a face to face and ends up being a fucking handshake and a hug in the middle of the ring.
True, true, true. Maybe it's a goodbye ceremony and everyone kind of that people he didn't get the Miz, people like that. Like,
Hmm.
hey, good luck, right? Good luck. That's all you can
Dude, that
do.
would be cool. Him and the Miz in a one off in the middle. Oh, you think you're big shit because you beat Logan Paul, but you can't beat me. You can't see me, and you can't beat me because I'm awesome. And fucking takes on the Miz. Uh,
I want
but
to see
then,
that, dude. That's like one of the best rival. Like that was a good rivalry for the
hmm
Miz. I won't say John Cena's best rivalry, but Miz's best rivalry for sure.
yeah, and then something happens to the fact where uh, Mello ends up interjecting, and kind of brings that up a little bit. It kind of helps push Mello. It gives him the rub, because he's rubbing young stars right now.
That sounds wrong.
It yeah.
That
That
came out wrong, son.
No edits
Well,
here,
yeah.
baby.
Hey,
No edits here in this show.
well, regardless, make sure to hit that fucking what is the
Make sure to rub the
no. Make sure to hit the make sure
since
to
for
go to
instance John
sleep.
Cena's giving rubs, make sure to rub the subscribe good.
No. Make sure to hit that fucking go to sleep like these motherfuckers did during the fucking pay-per-view and hit that follow button and get notified whenever we drop new episodes every Tuesday and Thursday. If you want to watch back, catch us on Twitch, YouTube, Spotify with video, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcast needs, Amazon. For Retro Relapse, I'm Randizzo, and this is the podcast that hits back, right?
That's right.
Woo!